Yo, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So, Michigan just beat Michigan State 29-7, and this game started off kind of like a normal Michigan State game where Michigan kind of controls it, and then Michigan State starts to throw deep balls, one-on-one passes, like I said. Jamon Green refusing to turn around and find the ball. And, they got a touchdown out of it. But besides that, they didn't really do anything. And I knew this would happen. So, knowing our good defensive coordinator, when he sees Jamon Green getting who's got good coverage, just getting mossed, put a safety over top of him. It's not hard. It's not brains. It's not rocket science. It ain't nothing hard. Put a safety over top of him. Or sit him down and put Will Johnson in. A little of both. Football is easy if you just know what you're doing. So their little game plan of, because Michigan stopped the run, like I knew we would, and then Michigan State started trying to throw one-on-one passes. But if you got two safeties over the top, you can't do it. Simple as that. I can stop this video right there. Ball game. Michigan on offense just consistently running the ball, whether it was Blake, whether it was JJ, Donovan mixed in some, and just getting in MSU territory and kicking field goals. We had, 2 touchdowns, and the rest were field goals. I think Moody kicked, 5 field goals? So now I'm just going to get into everything. I guess I'll start with the defense because it won't take that long. All right, the defense gave up, like I just said, gave up a score off Jamon Green refusing to find the ball on a drive. Mike Barrett could have had a pick, dropped it. 2 or 3 plays later, touchdown. They're throwing it up. Now, what happened after that was adjustments. You had safeties over the top, and Michigan State shooting themselves in the foot somewhat. And second half, you know what happened? You know what happened in second half? You get nothing. You get nothing. I'm in a group chat, bro, like, our defense is horrible. It's our defense. Our defense. Now, we just stopped him on a 4th down. He talking about the defense is horrible. I said, wait till second half. You get nothing. I love it. I love that. You get nothing second half. We seen what you did. Okay. Now, let's play chess. You playing checkers. We playing chess now. You get nothing. Okay. Let's see. The defense was stout in the middle. Stout on 4th down when they needed to be. They started pretty strong besides Jamon Green. You just won't find the ball. Refuse to find it. I mean, you better get it fixed. You better start finding the ball before OSU or you're going to lose your job to Will Johnson. I mean, that's on him. You've been at Michigan campus for about 4 years and you still refuse to find the ball. I don't understand how you can have great coverage. I'm talking about great lockdown, I'm stuck on you type coverage and never find the ball. You want to face guard. I got you. Yeah, he caught it because you weren't looking. You didn't turn around. The ball would have been right here if you just turned around, but you refused to do it. But that's him. He just dude could. And what's sad about this? Jamon Green could be making himself some future money in the NFL if he would find the ball. If I was his pops or his moms, I would have been done set him down like, son, I need you to find the ball for your future. You could be maybe a first-round pick if you would find the ball, son. It's ridiculous. Now, let's see. Rod Moore. Shout out to Rod Moore. He's playing well. Got a big knockdown when Michigan State was trying to... He probably could have picked it, but he knocked it down. But he got a pick later. Shout out to him playing big. Mozzie. Brandon McGregor got a sack. Mozzie and I forget who was the other guy that hit the quarterback. But, you know, the defense is doing what you want them to do. What last week they gave up, maybe had 1-2 drives where they gave up some points. This week, one drive. Mel Tucker wants to try to go for touchdowns instead of kicking his field goal. Okay, you get stopped on fourth. Because you get nothing. All right, let's look at this offense real quick now. On offense, Cornelius Johnson, I don't know what was wrong with him. His dude head was just not in the game. Fumbles on the first drive or the second. I don't know if it was the first or the second, but he fumbled. Offsides multiple times, I believe. I think he fell down on a route. He just played horrible. But red zone play calling. The red zone play calling is conservative and bland, and it looks scary. And they better get it together before that game in November, because you can't just think you can run through everybody. I've said this for a couple weeks. You won't be able to just, once you get in the red zone, and this is part of the problem. We get in the red zone and then we try to do these big sets, which just further lets the defense know you're going to try to run it. If it'd be smarter to stay in spread sets, since most of that is how you got down the field. Stay in those sets and continue to run the ball like that. You don't have to get in the big sets. You spread the ball, they can't crowd the middle because you've got too many weapons on the outside. This stuff ain't hard. I'm about to cook these boys because I'm Weiss and Moore. I'm not sure how much they know about a passing game, because some of these concepts, you're in the red zone and you got 4 or 5 receivers, and they did this multiple times. I'm looking at the routes, curl. What are you doing? 4 curls? You think teams don't know we're going to be running curls and hitches all the time now? They sitting on them. It ain't going to keep working. That is some of the most bland, I don't even know what to call it. It's dumbfounding play calling in the red zone I've ever seen. Whether it was calling 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 10 in the red zone, you running JJ. Teams pick up on things you keep doing. You try it once, it's not going to work. You have to throw the ball and have some good routes. Slants, drags, fade over here, corner route. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, some of these plays are just horrible. I'm so tired of seeing this jet sweep. This jet sweep guy come. He comes. He goes. You never give it to him. Get that man the ball. Give that man the ball. You can't set up things off of the jet sweep when you never give it to him. So you have that guy going in motion. I guess he's just in motion. He's not trying to create deception. He's just going in motion. So so he going in motion, and there's no reason for it. If we're struggling in the red zone to get touchdowns, why don't you use jet sweeps and things like this to create deception? Actually give it to the jet sweep. So then later on in the game, when you do it again, you can maybe play fake off of it, set something up. Now they done bit this guy wide open. Whoo, we cooking. You play calling now. And the reason I'm mad is because it's looking like they don't know what they're doing. I don't like to watch a game where these dudes are getting paid hundreds of thousands, 500,000, $1 million, and I'm over here at home and I'm looking like, bro, come on. What? Are you serious? These are your red zone plays. This is, and I'm complaining, but yeah, we dominated them, but that red zone play calling, I think everybody has to be scratching their head about it. Because it's like, how did you get the job? Like, I feel like for Harbaugh, some of these dudes, just to get that job, all you got to do is, what's your plan? I'm going to run the ball. What's your plan in the red zone? Run the ball. 3rd and 10. Draw. Okay, what's your plan in the red zone? Third and goal from the 4. Bring Blake Corum in motion and do a little shovel pass to him. It's basically a run. A shovel pass to him is basically a run. You're hired. Bro, you have to be able to pass the ball in the red zone. Like, they so scared to pass the ball, and the concepts are so basic. It's like, what are we doing? Like, I'm sorry. I mean, come on. I ain't finna. Like, not only that, we played scared ball a little bit today. And honestly, I had a little problem with what we were doing at the end. Because don't play scared all game. Scared to do this and that. Throw down the field. And then when the game is almost over, you trying to trick play and stuff like that, bro. Like, I just don't care for it. Because this is a garbage Michigan State team. Like, they're garbage. What are we kicking them in the... or trying to, and it didn't even work. We couldn't even execute it well, so it just made us look even worse because you couldn't even execute it. Like, bro, the team is garbage. Michigan State is trash. If you wanted to run it up, you had plenty of chances to run it up, but you wanted to just run the ball. So either you don't trust JJ, or, and this is what I'm leaning to a little more, y'all passing concepts aren't good. That's more what I'm leaning towards. Your downfield concepts and schemes for the passing game, I don't think they're that good. But hey, we moving on. Let's see. Just something else. And this is me nitpicking the offense just because it was just so basic. Besides the run game, which the offensive line, the running backs, great. Donovan Edwards, you run too soft. You run a little bit too soft. That's why you don't get as many carries. This offseason, if I was him, I'd put some weight on my legs. Squats, cleans, whatever you got to do to get your legs. Dude's legs are like twigs. They skinny, and it makes sense to why he runs kind of soft, because his legs are skinny. I'm just saying, y'all. All right. So let's see. Blake is a beast. And ain't much to say about that. He's a beast. That's all we can really say. Making plays, running tough, short yardage, running hard. breaking tackles, knowing where the first down is, getting there. Dude is a beast. But I knew he would be when he signed. Besides that, JJ was a little bit off in sometimes. Hard to say on what it was, but he was just a little bit off. I just like to see them get more consistency with him down the field, throwing in the pocket, not rolling out, things like that. Just in the pocket, setting plays up, down the field, letting him get comfortable sitting in that pocket, not having to roll out and things like that. But also one more thing on that. I feel like, and this is something you see Ohio State do. When they're in the shotgun with the back on either side and they play fake, that's the play action that we want to run more. You know why? Because that's what we run out of a lot. A lot of the times we're doing the play action bootlegs and stuff like that. And if that DN crashes upfield, it's hard for the quarterback to read the field and make a good play like we want him to. But with that play action out the read, that one seems to be I feel like that just gives him gives him a chance to see more of the field and execute better. That's when we got that deep post to Ronnie Bell. He did the play fake, pulled it out. Ronnie, deep post, got like almost 30 yards. I'd like to see more of that and not so many bootlegs. I just don't like certain play. Now in the red zone, I wouldn't mind it so much, but I just don't like certain plays taking away half of the field. Taking away half of the field, I don't like that. Take the training wheels off somewhat. You're going to have to do it at some time. You're going to have to take them training wheels off. But honestly, that's about all I got for this one, y'all. This was just a controlled butt whooping, honestly. I mean, what can I say? You got, Jake Moody. Shout out to Jake Moody. I think what he had, 5 field goals. 5 field goals, and he also what you call it? I think he had a 50-yarder. But the offense, the run game executed, but the red zone play calling and scheme, it just has to get better. It's so bland. Like they're scared to throw the ball in the red zone. And you can say, it's they don't want to turn it over and all this. The goal is to get touchdowns. You're not going to be able to just run it down everybody throat in the red zone. That's just not how football works. Only time you're going to do that is when it's a horrible run defense. But most defenses get stout by the closer you get to the goal line. So you might as well get it out your head that I'm not going to be able to do that on everybody and scheme up plays to score in the red zone. It's quite simple. But that defense, I knew it was coming just watching the game. I was like, watch second half. I just knew it. Like, you get nothing. Because once you stop the run, they got to pass. We slowly matriculated ahead of them. Even if we weren't that much ahead, they wasn't going to be able to run the ball consistently on us. I don't know if anybody will be able to consistently run on us with these dudes, all these big boys we got. That's just a fact to me. But once we got the lead, that's their offense. They're going to have to go one-on-one matchups, and it's just not there. Peyton Thorne got out the pocket a little bit on those few drives, but nothing consistent. It was just defense, hold your own, safeties, over the top. You get nothing. So, no-name defense in the first half. Second half, the you get nothing defense. That's just what it's looking like. But that's about all I got on this one, y'all. This game could have been a lot worse than this, but when you settle for 5 field goals, what are you leaving on the table? 20 points? So the game probably should have been 40-something to 7. But you settling. So that's what happens, We'll take it, but they have to get better. They have to get better in the red zone, and that's just play calling. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. I ain't finna stay on here and ramble. About to go out Halloween. You know what it is. So, like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.